Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
A very good morning, you early risers. It's the start of a brand new week. Welcome to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. We're live, large and in charge. Happy Monday to you, Mr. Adams.
Happy Monday. It's yet another brand new week, another brand new day. And it's been 46 days since South Africa entered a nationwide lockdown. Throughout it all, Expresso has been here to keep you informed, entertained and inspired with recipe ideas, home workouts and your daily news and weather.
Absolutely. Day 46, is it?
Something.
You just said it now. I was just about to say that it is feeling like the new normal.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel so strange anymore. I think the first week was like scary and everyone was like, oh, what are we going to do? And now you're kind of easing into it. You're kind of feeling it out and it's starting to feel like the new normal. How have you adjusted completely, would you say?
I'm trying to find a balance. Well, I found my balance. And I think because we have been here throughout, you know, lockdown, it's the main consistent thing.
Yeah.
Everything else works around it. Otherwise, everything else, my sleep patterns, my cooking skills are on point. I'm living my best life.
Did you just say your cooking skills are on point?
Yes. Chef Claire made me cook throughout lockdown.
I'm just asking for the nation out there because lest we put you on display in the kitchen, then you can't be flopping, ne?
Don't put me under pressure. Okay, cats.
Hey, it's the start of a brand new week. We might as well start it on a high note. Let's catch up with the rest of the team. Morning, guys.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, South Africa. Jamie Dominic reporting live. Hello, Ryle.
Good morning to you and good morning to the rest of the world. Thank you for joining us. It's a Monday. We're going to get it fresh. We're going to get it started, of course. And I hope you guys had a beautiful Mother's Day yesterday.
Well, I did. It was my second Mother's Day. Luca was on his best behavior, surprisingly. I was like, whose child is this? It's my child. How was Mother's Day for you?
It was good. Look, I didn't get to obviously see my mother in person. We got a video call at least, so it always does help. But momism last week really helped me, put me in the brownie spot points for sure. So that was a really good one. But this morning, we're asking something special. Of course, it's World Move for Health Day. So I know everybody had the opportunity to get out at 6 to 9 in the morning. We unfortunately don't get to, Jamie. We've got to work here and serve you beautiful people. But it's always an absolute pleasure. This weekend, though, I had an incredible opportunity to get out into the outdoors and see the sunrise for once, which was just so empowering. It was so special. Are you making any opportunity out of that 6 to 9 curfew?
Why are you putting me under pressure? Because I'm at work and then weekends it's very difficult. But this weekend I'm challenging myself and maybe challenging South Africa. If you are waking up with us every single morning, then obviously you are still stuck in bed. But weekends, let's challenge ourselves 6 to 9 a.m. within your 5-kilometer radius.
Yes.
Go out there and then let's just move more. But we're activating beast mode today for World
We
Health
are
Day.
indeed. So of course, guys, let's make sure that you join us on our social media channels and let us know, what have you been doing in your 6 to 9 period, of course? Have you been jogging? Have you been taking a walk? Walking the dogs, maybe? We'd love to know. So let us in on all the hype, of course. But guys, so much more magic to come in the show. It's over to the news with Kat.
Yeah, 3 minutes past the top of the hour, and here are those news headlines on this Monday morning. On the national news front, the total number of COVID-19 cases confirmed in South Africa has breached the 10,000 mark, Health Minister Zweli Mkhize announced this last night. Now, among those infected, 42% recovered from the virus, while 1.9% died. The minister said in a statement he's concerned that the Western Cape and Eastern Cape combined comprises 84% of the total new cases. The 4 hardest hit provinces are the Western Cape with 52%, Gauteng with 20%, KwaZulu-Natal with 14%, and the Eastern Cape with 12%. Meanwhile, the Restaurant Association of South Africa has sent an application to government asking it to allow curbside deliveries. Now, it wants patrons to be allowed to collect their orders from restaurants. Under lockdown level 4 regulations, restaurant kitchens can operate but cannot serve sit-down or takeaway meals. Now, that means that they have to rely on delivery services to reach their patrons. The association's chief executive, Wendy Alberts, says collections could be completely contactless, curbing the spread of the coronavirus. On the international news front, an Italian aid worker who was abducted in Kenya in November of 2018 has been flown back to her home country. 25-year-old Silvia Romano was greeted by her family and Italy's Prime Minister on arrival in Rome. She was freed from suspected Islamist group Al-Shabaab near Somalia's capital of Mogadishu on Saturday. Now, Italy's Secret Service is said to have been assisted by Turkey and Somalia to secure her release. Church bells were rung and people applauded from their balconies in Romano's hometown of Milan to celebrate her return. Meanwhile, Tanzania has received its first shipment of Madagascar's self-proclaimed plant-based cure for COVID-19. This despite warnings from the World Health Organization that its efficacy is unproven. The announcement came days after Madagascar said it would begin selling the herbal concoction known as COVID Organics. Now, orders have also been placed by Liberia and Republic of Congo. COVID Organics is based on a plant with anti-malarial properties and was developed by the state-run Malagasy Institute of Applied Research. South Africa has agreed to help Madagascar to scientifically test the herbal remedy. And now, how Cape Townians take to the streets not in protest but in prayer. Some Cape Townians have found an innovative way to still go to church during lockdown without breaking any laws. Christians from various denominations embarked on a prayer walk in Mitchell's Plain yesterday morning. They used the time slots between 6 and 9 o'clock under the lockdown regulations to exercise physically as well as spiritually. Now, they took to the streets not in protest but in prayer as churches remain closed under level 4 lockdown regulations. The masked congregants practiced prayer and song and praise and dutifully kept within the set regulations, with marshals constantly reminding them to maintain social distancing while walking. Now, participants are hoping to continue with this initiative for as long as church doors remain shut, and they've urged all communities to follow suit. Now, taking a quick glimpse into the world of entertainment, it was sadly confirmed on Saturday that the legendary Little Richard, who entertained audiences for more than 7 decades, has passed away at the age of 87 from bone cancer. Known for hits like Tutti Frutti, Lucille and Long Tally Sally, he received nicknames like the Originator, the Innovator and the Architect of Rock and Roll. His vocalizations and up-tempo rhythmic music played a key role in the formation of other popular music genres, including soul and funk. His long career and influence have led him to receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1990, a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1993, and an American Music Award of Merit in 1997. Tributes from stars like Viola Davis and Mick Jagger have been pouring in. And on that note, may the godfather of rock and roll rest in peace. Those are your news headlines at 7 o'clock. We'll have another roundup for you at 8 o'clock. Right now, here's the first look at the weather for the day.
Thank you so much, Kat. Let's take a first look at that weather temperature. But first, we've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures this morning. We got one from Samantha February, who wishes us a happy Monday with a stunning sunrise picture showing us the first rays of the day from Greenpoint in the mother city. Now, Cape Town can expect mostly cloudy conditions today, reaching a maximum temperature of 22 degrees. We've also asked you to send in pictures of your hometown. Roxy Mays sent through this incredible sunset picture, showing off a burst of color spread across the sky, announcing the end of the day in Port Elizabeth. Now, the windy city can expect abundant sunshine with a breeze of 22 kilometers per hour this afternoon, reaching a high of 22 degrees. Thank you to both Samantha and Roxy for sending in their pictures this morning. We hope you have a great start to your week. Now, the South African Weather Service has said most of the country can expect warm conditions today, but it will be cool along the west coast. Let's take a look at the temperatures for the rest of the country. Starting off in Polokwane, plenty of sunshine can be expected, ranging from 8 to 24 degrees. Umbombela, 11 to 28. And then a light westerly breeze of 7 kilometers per hour expected for you, Pretoria, ranging from 10 to 25 degrees. Hazy sunshine can also be seen in Johannesburg with a low of 8 and a high of 23. Mahikeng, 6.25. Klerksdorp, 6.25. And then sunshine can be expected for you, Kimberley, ranging from 7 to 25 degrees. Now, the coolest start of the day can be found in Bloemfontein with a low of 2 and a high of 24. And the highest temperature, surprisingly, in the country is for you, Richards Bay, today with a low of 12, peaking at 31 degrees. Pietermaritzburg, 9.29. And then a light northeasterly breeze of 9 kilometers per hour expected for South Africa's playground, Durban, ranging from 18 to 29 degrees. Mostly sunny conditions can also be found in Mthatha, ranging from 6 to 28 degrees. East London 16, 27. Craddock 5, 28. And then mostly sunny and breezy conditions for you, Port Elizabeth, with a low of 14 and a high of 22. George 13, 21. Sutherland 7, 22. And then mostly cloudy conditions for the mother city today, Cape Town, ranging from 15 to 22 degrees. Worcester 11, 28. And then plenty of sunshine for you today, Uppington, with a low of 12, peaking at 28. Now, being on lockdown does not mean we can't get to see this beautiful country that we live in. So send us a picture or video of your town and we could show it live on the show. Make sure to include a picture of yourself and why you love your town so much. But of course, whatever the weather, wherever you find yourself, happy Monday to all of you.
Pharma Dynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
Looking good indeed. It's Monday. We are live and you are tuned into Expresso. And of course, we're serving you with your daily dose of inspiration. And today it's World Move for Health Day, which emphasizes the importance of fitness and of course a healthy lifestyle. Now, being healthy of body is one of the key components to ensuring holistic health and well-being, which is something that Siddhartha Gautama, also known as Buddha, focused upon heavily in his spiritual teachings of Buddhism. And this is what he once had to say.
To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Just like that. To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Whatever we consume, both with our eyes and our mouths, whatever we engage with is part of a holistic, healthy, balanced lifestyle. That's what matters today. So do the best you can to keep your body and your mind working for you. And I'm sure Raul can attest to that.
Oh, definitely indeed. I love that girl.
Only you can make my day.
birthday to you.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. This is Expresso. Thank you for choosing to start your day and your week with us right here. It's time for us to celebrate some birthdays.
Absolutely, it's a time of the day where we wish you, our loyal and loved viewers, a very happy birthday. Now, if you are celebrating today, you are celebrating with the beautiful Sabrina Carpenter, and she is turning 21 years old today as an American actress. Her first appearance was on the crime series Law and Order Victim Unit, and after that, she starred in several films. Now, Sabrina was also a voiceover actress, playing the role as Vivian in a Disney Channel animated series, Sophia the First. I love Sophia the First.
Wow.
She now focuses on her music and keeps her fans entertained on YouTube, and we wish this young star a very happy birthday, you beautiful human being.
Happy birthday, Sabrina. Now to the real superstars, and that's you, our loved and loyal viewers, right?
Absolutely. This one goes out to Pamela. We wish our mom, Pamela Iso, a blessed 70th birthday. Not only are you a mother, but also our superhero. Nothing can rain on your parade, not even a global pandemic. I love it. Have the best birthday. This birthday message is packed full of virus-free hugs and kisses, just so you know how loved you are. Much love from your kids and grandkids. That's for you, Pamela.
The virtual love and kisses and hugs. Love it so much. Now, this one goes out to Alexa. Happy birthday to a woman who is the best of everything. A great wife, mother, lover, and a friend. Alexa Anthony, you're the sweetest, prettiest, and most spontaneous person ever. I love you from your husband, Javon, and kids, Willow and Egypt Kane. Happy birthday to you, Alexa. Looking gorgeous. Tristan is celebrating a very special birthday today. Look at that cutie pie. Happy first birthday to my wonderful son, Tristan. May God bless your future, enrich your life, and shower you with love. We love you very much from your mommy, grandmother, grandfather, aunt, and uncles, and your aunties here on Expresso. Okay.
I just want to kiss those cheeks. It's so
So
cute.
adorable.
The love is still flowing through for Lee. A blessed 3-year-old birthday to our Princess Lee. May you continue to be as chirpy and inquisitive as you are, and may you grow up to be the apple of God's eye. Love you lots. And this comes from your mom, dad, Ma Wendy, Paul Lincoln, and Buta Layton. They love you, cutie pie. And another special birthday and another special life's milestone reach for Rogray. Happy 60th birthday to my wife, Rogray Low, from Kubus Low. Short and sweet, but so much love for you, Rogray, today.
Yes, Navadia is celebrating her birthday. We wish Navadia Sukai a happy 4th birthday. That is as beautiful, incredible, and unique as she is. Love you lots from your mom and your dad, cutie pie. Jordan is celebrating his birthday today. Look who's not a little boy anymore. Happy birthday to our only son and brother, Jordan. We've had the honor of watching you grow from a boy into a handsome young man with a heart of gold. May the Lord protect you for many, many more years. Love from your mom, dad, Margot, Roch, and the rest of the family. Happy birthday, handsome.
He's going to be breaking a lot of hearts, mommy. But last but definitely not least, happy 13th birthday to Hodson Hor. More blessings and life to you. And this comes from your family, Tanya Hodson, and friends. We love you so, so much. But of course, if you would like to send your loved ones a birthday message, then send us your birthday videos to 071 640 6551 or email your wishes to birthdays@cordova.tv. Let's make your birthday spent at home extra special if we wish you here on Expresso.
Yes, now speaking of birthdays, Jamie, and everyone at home, on Friday, we celebrated Freddie Blom's 116-year-old birthday on the show. He is a resident of the Delft community in Cape Town and has lived through the Spanish flu when it hit South Africa. We managed to chat to him after the show on Friday to get some insight into this incredible man.
Now, imagine living through the Spanish flu, 2 world wars, and apartheid. Now, this is the reality of Freddie Blom, believed to be South Africa's oldest man and possibly the world's oldest man. And today is a very special day in his life as he celebrates 116 years. Happy birthday, Freddie. We've got him on the line alongside Kharinisa Michaels, a member of the Delft Senior Forum. This is a very special day. I think the studio, we can give a round of applause. Happy birthday, Uncle Freddie. Wow, wow.
Thank you, Expresso, for having us on your show.
I mean, Kharinisa, if you could firstly just convey our heartfelt happy birthday wishes to Uncle Freddie, and just to ask him what he feels like today waking up on his 116th birthday.
Opa, hoe voel opa vandag om opa se verjaardag te vier?
Dat voel lekker. Dat voel lekker. Ik ga net uit wat ik kan zeggen. Ik kan net zeggen, dank je, mijn God. Dat die Here me iets verswaren toedoet.
Opa say he feel good and thank you God for saving me for so many years.
Je moet niet
dat is
voor mij
be-
vergeten niet. Moet niet voor mij vergeten niet. Zolang ik het niet leef, dank je.
I think the question on everyone's lips is, what is Uncle Freddie's secret to long life? 116 years old, that's amazing. So what is his secret?
Wat is opa se raad aan mense om so oud te word en gezond te bly?
Oud te worden,
En so gezond te wees soos oupa.
gezond.
Ja, oupa.
Dat is die raad.
Ik kan niet dit doen niet. En niemand kan het doen niet. Het is net die één man, zegt de God van mij.
Okay. It's not in my hands, it's in God's hands.
Today is a very special day, Kharonisa, and for you, Opa Freddie. How are you celebrating 116 years?
We celebrate this birthday with a drop off and go. That means you drive by, drop off, wood and go.
Ga jij dank je hoor. Ga jij dank je mensen. Moet niet vergeten, dank je.
I want to thank each and everybody that contributed to Opa's birthday, especially the Delft Senior Forum, for going that extra mile for Opa and for each and every senior citizen in Delft. Thank you very much.
Well, Opa Freddie, thank you very much for making the time available for us to chat to you on this very, very special day. And we're going to try and make it a little bit extra special by sending you a 1,000 Rand game voucher, courtesy of our friends at Game for your birthday. And from us here as the Expresso family, thank you very much once more and happy birthday!
Only you can make my day.
Next time on Tropical Island of Treasure, Curacao, let's go! 3 teams remain, and it's a fight for the final long life charm in the competition.
I am scared, I'm nervous.
Dando's kryptonite is water.
Teams are pushed to their physical limits. You've got to give it your all, guys.
I make a huge mistake. It's anyone's game.
On Tropical Island of Treasure, Curacao.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Repeat Saturdays at 8 p.m. Only on SABC3. The stage is yours.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A very warm welcome you early risers to your feel-good breakfast on this Monday morning. It's Expresso Live, large and in charge. And thank you very much for starting the week off with us. Now, a primary immunodeficiency disorder comprises the immune system and prevents the body from fighting off any infection or disease. And during this time of COVID-19, a strong immune system is critical. It's key, and those who suffer from any immunodeficiency diseases could be at an increased risk. Now, the annual World Primary Immunodeficiency Week has this year been extended to 10 weeks from the 22nd of April to the 1st of July to raise awareness for those living with any of these diseases. And Professor Claudia Gray, pediatric allergy specialist at the Red Cross Children's Hospital and UCT Lung Institute, joins us this morning to tell us a bit more about the link between PID and COVID-19. Professor Gray, thank you very much for spending some time with us this morning.
That's a pleasure. Thank you for the invite.
So let's start off first by trying to understand exactly what are primary immunodeficiency diseases.
Right. So an immunodeficiency essentially is a problem or a dysfunction with the immune system. We are all born with an immune system that fights infections primarily, and it has many different parts to it, as you can imagine. Some people are born with one or more parts of the immune system not working optimally. So they're dysfunctional, which makes them less able to fight infections well or quickly or efficiently. And this is termed a primary immunodeficiency, and it's normally a genetic defect. So it's a defect in the genes that code for our immune proteins. Now, contrast this to a secondary immune deficiency, which is an immune system which becomes faulty over time because of disease such as HIV or heavy medications such as prolonged steroids. But at the moment, we're talking about the primary immunodeficiencies, which people are essentially born with. Sometimes, however, they are not recognized that early in life. And we even have some adults presenting or diagnosed for the first time with a primary immunodeficiency, which they've had all their lives.
What are some of those first signs and symptoms of a primary immunodeficiency disorder?
Yeah, so this is sometimes quite tricky because especially in younger children, you know, if anyone out there has young kids, you know that they're often constantly sick and snuffly. And in young children, in fact, up to 10 to 12 mild infections such as colds or a little bit of an ear infection, tonsillitis, is still within normal range. But for primary immune deficiencies, these infections are just a little bit more onerous than they should be, or sometimes they're full-blown life-threatening. So we use the acronym SPUR, S-P-U-R, to remind us of which patients might well have a primary immunodeficiency. The S stands for severe. So infections are just more severe than average. The P stands for persistent. So it takes longer to fight infections. The U stands for unusual. So really weird infections sometimes. And the R stands for recurrent. So instead of getting 2 ear infections a year, someone with an immune deficiency may get 8 ear infections a year, or sinus or recurrent pneumonia, for example.
I mean, as I said earlier on, we are focusing on the link between PID and COVID-19. So are people with immunodeficiency disorders at a greater and increased risk of more severe COVID-19 experience and a prolonged and disease if it's contracted?
Sure. So the first thing to say is that we know that COVID-19 is a new entity and we don't know everything about it yet. As you can see, news is evolving every day. So we don't have hard figures, but common sense would prevail and say that, yes, people with a defective immune system, especially those who are poorly controlled or have complications such as severe lung disease, are probably at risk of greater complications of COVID-19. So they may well get more chest complications, for example. The statistics are not there yet, but common sense would prevail, and we certainly are advising our immunodeficiency patients to take extra care.
Let's talk a little bit more about that, some of the preventative measures that people with primary immunodeficiency disorders can take in order to prevent themselves from contracting the novel coronavirus.
Yeah, sure. So the first thing is to reassure them that if they carry on with their regular treatment and are fairly under control, they will likely have a risk that is reduced to similar to that of the general population. So it's all about being prepared and knowing what symptoms to look out for and being on one's chronic medications. So clearly, number one, they should take the general precautions which our government has really set out so well, wearing masks in public, frequent hand washing, hand sanitizing, social distancing, especially important. So they might be the last group of people, for example, going back to school if they're in a severe category. Secondary, very importantly, carry on seeing your doctor. Don't shy away. Get your medications. Carry on with every single medication that controls you, even if it is an immune suppressant. Keep your immune condition under control. Extremely important. Thirdly, if you are feeling sick, rather go to your specialist if possible, because they know you the best. And if you do go to a doctor, take your medical history along. Take all your medications along so that they can see. So essentially, it's all about being prepared and staying in tip-top shape and on your regular medications.
Great advice there. Thank you very much, Professor Gray.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks very much.
Our thanks to Professor Claudia Gray for joining us this morning to tell us a bit more about the link between primary immunodeficiency diseases and the coronavirus. And of course, as the COVID-19 infections continue to rise in South Africa, let us all continue to do our part in flattening the curve by social distancing and staying at home during this national lockdown.
Comfort food, if that's what you're looking for. Well, look, the thing is, the seasons are changing and it's certainly getting colder and colder all the time. And that means we're going to make sure that you are keeping it nice and warm. Chef Clem, what are we making this morning? You're like sticking up your face.
Okay, so I'm making a chicken pot pie. My pot is potato, right?
Okay.
Are you with me?
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'll get it at some point.
Okay, cool.
Was my mic down?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful people, to your feel-good breakfast show. It is Expresso. We're live on SABC3. It's the start of a brand new week. Thank you so much for starting your morning off on the right side of lockdown. Just to apologize quickly for that minor technical glitch that we heard earlier on. But of course, it's time to get into the kitchen magic properly this time around. We know that the seasons are certainly changing, and that means comfort food is what most of you are looking for during this time as it gets colder and colder. And, you know, when it comes to comfort food, a homemade chicken pie is at the top of the list. And this morning, Chef Clem is going to show us his version, which really doesn't use any pastry. I'm keen to see how this comes to life. Okay. I'm really keen to see how you're going to turn this out.
The results are amazing. It's delicious, I promise you.
No pastry.
So it's a chicken pot pie, but I'm not using any puff pastry. My pot in the chicken pot pie is potato.
Woo!
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
Okay, this is very interesting.
And it's really easy to make, I promise you.
I get excited, first of all, when I see a whole spread of like Woolies goodies. And my next question then is there something about the daily deals that you're not mentioning at the top?
I've been loving Daily Difference. Let's talk about where my Daily Difference has come into play. So I got my whole chicken from Daily Difference. Okay. I'm shopping on a budget. I got my potatoes from the Daily Difference. That's that bulk veggie pack that we get. I got my carrots. I got my onions.
All in a pack of daily deals.
Exactly. And that's the bulk of the pie. So you're saving.
So your entire recipe pretty much.
Absolutely.
Almost. Okay, cool.
So in here I've got some onions that I've shredded down already. Nice and caramelized golden brown.
Yes.
I'm going to add some garlic to that. Loving garlic.
You'll get nowhere without garlic, guys. You'll get nowhere without the garlic.
There we go. Some rosemary going in. We turn the heat up a little bit. Then I got some carrots. Again, that's from the Daily Difference.
Tons.
You can also buy chopped peas, carrots, like the bulk frozen bag.
Yes.
If you're not a fan of chopping, I don't mind.
That's
I
perfect
don't mind.
for anyone who is all for the convenience, and I'm certainly that type of person. If I'm going to be making any grocery shopping, I stick to the pre-cut things, just ready to hoist straight into the pot.
And I'm all for that. As long as you're cooking and you're in the kitchen, I'm happy.
Although
take the shortcuts, get the shortcuts.
Some people enjoy the cooking process. They enjoy that it can be very, very therapeutic.
That's me.
Do you know what I mean? You want to take the process and let it unfold over time.
Absolutely. So carrots, onions, garlic, rosemary, that's in there. It's going to cook down. Carrots are going to get a little soft. Don't worry about cooking it all the way because it's going to go to the oven again. So then to that, I've got some chicken. So yesterday was Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. It's Mother's Day month. We're just making it official.
It's Mother's Month.
Mother's Month. So maybe you made an extra roast. And because it's lockdown right now, if you're roasting one chicken for the family, roast 2 or 3. Because you're spending the time in the kitchen already. Double or triple up the quantity so you can have food for the rest of the week or the week ahead.
That's really, really smart.
Here's a leftover chicken that we got. We never have leftover chicken in our house.
No one ever has.
It's just an extra chicken that we roasted.
Can I tell you a secret?
Tell me.
That I am more than capable of finishing a full chicken like that all by myself in less than 5 hours.
In 5 hours?
Okay, maybe
I was going to say
6
5 minutes.
6 hours.
But I get you.
Okay, is that your time?
I've got some gym buddies that'll roast 2 chickens and then just sit there and finish it.
I mean, those Woolies full chickens, I just get that rotisserie. I sit there, I start off with the drumstick. Before you know it, it's just bones.
It's gone.
Do you think the bones survive? No, they're not left after a while. There's nothing left. I've shredded them to powder.
Okay, cool. So I've chunked up the chicken just to show you how much meat I've got. I've still got basically almost half a chicken left over. I keep the meat nice and chunky, and that way you're eating, while eating the pie, you get big pieces of chicken. I like that. And so you can shred it if you like, but I like big chunks of the chicken.
Make it a real chicken.
Okay, cool. So chicken's in there. Now what I want to do is I want to add my peas. I'm trying to get as many veggies as I can into this recipe. You could add some sauteed mushrooms in there. Some spinach will just wilt down and bulk up that dish. And that way you're able to feed more people in the family out of one dish.
Love your work.
I'm for the saving. I'm for the saving.
Your work.
Cool. So
you mix it all up together pretty much.
Peas going in. Turn it off the heat because now another one of my hacks. Instead of making a cheese sauce or buying a cheese, or making a white sauce, I've actually gone and I've bought my sauce already.
What's that sauce?
It's a white bechamel sauce, which means it's your butter and it's your flour mixed together. Your milk goes in, seasoning. It's done for you, all right?
That's great. Convenience, ladies and gents. Convenience. That's the key word, convenience.
There we go. Then all you're going to do is you're going to take your bechamel, put it into your beautiful... It smells amazing. It smells like we re-roasted this chicken.
I can smell it.
I don't want to waste the sauce. I want to squeeze every little bit out. Love that. Put it to the side. Give it a good mix.
So what else could you use if you weren't using chicken, for example? So let's say you've got leftover steak or some kidney or some chicken livers or whatever it is that you made yesterday, and you got so much of it left because your mum was so happy she had no appetite.
No, I love the fact...
now you've got all that food.
I love leftover recipes. Like, it saves time, saves money. So if you got any leftover beef right now, you could substitute the beef, put it in there. Absolutely. Some lamb, you could do that. As long as you just get that protein in there, you can change the veggies also to whatever veggies you have at home.
At home right now.
If you got leftover roast veg from yesterday, in there, mix it with a bit of a sauce, and you're good to go.
I love that. Okay, cool.
Let's get this in here.
It goes into our bowl.
And you can see how much it actually makes.
I love the fact that I'm seeing really big chicken pieces and chunks there. That's really good.
You want to know what you're eating. Okay, cool. So I mean, I'm doing a baby one just so you can see nicely, but I mean, it will make a very big pie.
You know the worst thing about when you're having a pie and someone's not been very generous with the
filling
chicken?
Oh.
It's like you're sitting there thinking, am I having a chicken pie or am I having a pie with chicken soup?
I get you. I get you. So you'd be happy with this?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So now, let's finish this off. So like I said,
cool.
puff pastry would normally be what goes on top now.
Yes.
And I'm going to show you this week how we actually use our puff pastry because Daily Difference, check it out, it's in there. Right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I just wanted to show you how we can be versatile with what we've bought on Daily Difference.
Okay.
So if you want the puff pastry, pop that on there, straight into the oven.
Okay,
what I've done, taken a potato, mashed it up, taken some cheese, put the cheese through there, cheesy mashed potatoes.
Yes. Ah, a winner. You're
winner.
You're a champion, man.
I'm trying. It's for the people.
So you just layer all of that potato, mashed potato mixed with cheese, nicely, so it's nice and rich and creamy. You are just putting it as a top layer to mix there.
And be rustic with it. Like, don't squish it down too much. Let it be like Table Mountain, you know, just like just like there.
Lion's head.
Lion's head.
Give it a head. Give it a nice head.
Okay, so then just get it on there just like that. That cheese is going to start bubbling inside your potato. I mean, if you got some extra cheese, why not? Why not?
What are you doing to me on a Monday morning?
Just like that. Just like that. So then, obviously,
this
oven.
To the oven.
Okay.
How long?
I say about half an hour, but with your eyes. Check it out with your eyes.
Okay, cool.
You want the potato and the cheese to start bubbling nicely.
All right.
That's what you want. You want the filling to start bubbling away as well. You want it brown. You want it delicious.
This looks so good.
Honestly, it's so good and so full of goodness. This size pie would feed a family of 4 to 5. Honestly, it's so good.
This is good for more people.
Your neighborhood.
Ladies and gents, let's just say comfort food is served. The season is here and Chef Clem has made the pots to happen. Thank you so much, man. If you want the recipe, go into our website. It's at www.expressoshow.com. It's all there with a list of all the ingredients. Right now, though, it's time for us to go stretch and flex with Kat and, what's his name? Ryle.
Hey, but what? What's your name again?
What's his name? Pleasure to meet you all.
Happy Monday, Tabsy.
So look, it's Global Move for Health Day, which is celebrated on the 10th of every month, or 10th of May for every month, every year, sorry. And the initiative is sponsored by the World Health Organization. Started way back in 2003. Now this day provides an opportunity to generate public awareness of the benefits of physical activity and the prevention of non-communicable diseases, and encourages every person to take the responsibility for their health by keeping it moving in a cost-effective way. Kat, you like moving?
Yeah. I think these days my exercises are more around movement than it is about weights or anything like that. I just want to be generally healthy. I want to be able to, like at 80, still move like a 20-year-old. You know what I mean?
The chi within you. I like
it's all in there. Exactly.
No, that's beautiful, man. So look, obviously, Move for Health activities includes walking, jogging, regular exercise, dancing, and any other extramural activities. So the World Health Organization recommends at least 30 minutes of physical activity every day. And not only does the initiative focus on physical activity, it also promotes healthy behavior and lifestyle. So eating a balanced diet and going for regular checkups are on that list. But now for this morning's fitness routine, we're going to be doing something special. It's a dance workout, and if you thought all those shimmies, shakes, and cha-cha slides had no benefit, guess again. Dance is an effective way to get a full body workout, whether you keep it moving in the gym or on the dance floor. Now, obviously, dancing can contribute to your overall health. So join us for this dance workout today. Kat, you excited?
I'm so excited. I'm just going to tell you this little tidbit of behind the scenes. Ryle has been so stressed about this entire morning.
Hey, man.
He's been doing nothing but rehearsing. I'm so keen to get into this, man.
So
my Taivana instructor.
Gave my game away. So, guys, this is not my strong point. And they've pitted me against the dance sensation of the studio.
No.
It's neck and neck between him and Kugle.
You know.
I'm going to struggle, so I'll be the grade down version of this workout, and Kat will be the master, where you'll see all the swag. Yeah. But we're going to be doing something fun.
All right.
Okay, you ready, guys?
Let's get serious.
What we're doing is, This workout, we've got 2 workouts coming at you today, so it's really special. This workout is a balance of exercising as well as some smooth moves and some swag, right?
I am ready, instructor. I'm ready. Choreograph my body.
So we're starting very slow. We're starting with the upper body, and we're going to get a lot of movement, mobility, and some strength while getting some swag in on the business, all right? So we're going to start off nice and slow. We'll put these moves into a sequence later, but let's start with some shoulder rolls. All right, Kat, you feel that swag? Yeah? Easy now, easy now.
Okay.
We're not there yet. Okay, wait for me. All right, so we're going to start off with the shoulders. Very simple. It's just some forward shoulder rolls. All right, so you're going to keep your hands nice and straight. And we're going to start incorporating this into our movement, all right? I like that swag. You guys at home, put some flavor into it. Put some jiga.
Yeah.
All right, and now we're going to move backwards. jiga, man. Now we're going to move backwards with some shoulder rolls. All right, so just going backwards. Okay, I'm going to just introduce 3 movements, and then we're going to go to the next 3 later on. So that was number 2. Now we're going for just a little shuffle. All right, so you're going to feel a little bit of those obliques as well, Kat. That's perfect. Yeah. All right, you can get your legs involved as well.
Okay.
Feel the core working, of course. This is not just movement. This is a little bit of fun. All right, so that's your 3 moves. You got the forward shoulder rolls, the backward shoulder rolls, and then we got that little shimmy, jiga. All right. So how are we going to do this?
Why do you keep saying that? Jiga is not a thing.
What you're gonna do is, it's not a thing. All right, so what you're gonna do is stepping over to the front and combine that with front shoulder rolls. All right, so we're going a step over to the front, roll. Step over to the front, roll.
Yo.
Now we go backwards.
Yeah,
step to the back,
and then
roll backwards. Yeah. Step to the back. Step to the back. Roll backwards. Yeah. And one more time. And backwards. Now we're gonna go shimmy forward. And then shimmy.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
Forward.
Now we got that shimmy. Lovely, boy. One more time. Shimmy. Oh, lovely ladies. I see you joined us in the business over here. I'm feeling your swag. All right, guys. So that's your first 3 moves. Very simple. It's just a nice, easy shoulder roll.
Feels good.
Feels good. Yeah, we're getting limber. We've got to warm up. We've got to get into it, all right? So now we're going to get the arms activated, all right? So 3 simple movements for your arms. The one is click, all right?
You're gonna click,
click. I love that swag, man. I love it.
Jiga.
Jiga. All right, so you're going snap to the side, all right, for your first one. Then you're going to hit some drums, all right? So you want to get the shoulder mobility as well as the tricep involved as well, all right? So we're going to just hit your drum on the top, all right? That's your second movement. Yeah, hitting the drum, nice and easy. How you like that? And then the last one's a rodeo. This is my favorite. So now we're going to get some full mobility and rotational movement in the shoulder, all right? And obviously we just rodeo.
Oh,
and then you switch it to the other side and you got a rodeo. But the step over is really important for this one, Kat. So what we're going to be doing is every time we step over, we're actually sliding over.
Oh,
right?
So it's basically like that move there, but
first
now.
One, that's it, first one. And then the second one, for everybody at home, it's just a basic slide, right?
Nice!
Slide.
My instructor.
Got that. So you're going to put these together, then we got the drums, and then we got the rodeo. All right,
okay.
In 3, 2, you ready?
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to go for the step over. So step over.
Okay,
right? And then you're going to go 1, 2. Step over. 1, 2. Yeah, try one more time.
Step over.
1, 2. Yeah, step over. 1, 2. Now we're going for that slide and then that drum hit. All right,
yeah.
So you're going slide, drum. Yeah, slide, yeah.
It engages the groin muscle, eh? The groin.
Slide. Now we're gonna slide into the rodeo. Slide into the rodeo.
Hey, yeah.
Slide it over. Rodeo.
Raul made me do it, mama. Raul made me do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Raul made me do it. Oh, Raul. Okay.
It's going crazy. Guys. We're gonna try to put these movements together. You guys at home, see if you got this. See if you can join us. We're gonna put it all together. Catch you with me now.
It's like the whole thing.
The whole thing. I can't even remember, but we're gonna try. All right. We're gonna try. So let me just run through it, guys. So we got forward rolls, backward rolls, then we got that shimmy, all right?
Yeah.
Then we're moving over to sideways, all right? Then we got the drums, and then we got the rodeo.
Okay.
What do you reckon? You got this?
Hey,
I'm challenging this man, the master himself, all right? You ready for that beat?
Okay, I'm waiting for the beat to drop.
Okay, wait for the beat, guys. You ready? 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Yeah, man, this guy, you can't 3, 4.
You cannot.
You can't do that to a brother. You can't do that to a brother. You can't give me 3, 2, 1 and then 3, 2, 1 again. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2.
I was nervous, brother. Okay. All right, we got this. You ready?
I don't trust you anymore. I have trust issues now because of that. Okay?
Okay, guys, everyone at home, this is the one. Let the music drop. We're gonna go for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Catch you with me. All right, guys. So we're gonna start off with this first one. So it's gonna be the shoulder rolls to the front. Just cue that music. Catch you ready?
I'm good.
There we go.
Go. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. With the shoulder roll.
4. Yeah.
Get the shoulder roll.
Now, boy.
With the back. Get the shoulder roll.
swag in it, yeah.
Get the Get the shoulder roll.
Side shuffle now.
Hey, shuffle. Get the hey. Get the hey.
Now the arms. Now we got the arms.
Get the Get the oh my God. Get it.
It's a jump, boy. It's a jump.
Yeah. Yes.
You got that. Rodeo.
And then. Hey. Hey.
I love your work, brother. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. What a special occasion. And for the ladies in the studio as well, guys, that's all you need to move. I don't have rhythm, clearly, but clearly I'm still having fun out here, and that's what we're encouraging you to do at home. Just move, just get busy, just have some fun with it. And tag us in social media if you got some moves or if you think you can crack this. We want to know. Ken, you got it, my man.
You. I'm done with you. I'm done with you, Ryle.
Guys.
My favorite was when he was counting cat down. 1, 2, 4, 4, 1, 5, 6, 7.
He was so nervous to do the moves, he even forgot how to count. And then when he was doing the moves, I was like, my friend, come on, loosen up.
But you know what it reminds me of? Utika Matika from back in the day. DJ Zija used to be on the decks. Casper Nyovest was actually discovered that he was a dancer and he won one of the competitions. One of the segments was Zazise.
Zazise.
So show yourself. So show me. The beat drop. Zazise.
1, 3, 4, and go. 1, 2, and rodeo, and 1, 2, and rodeo. That is it, Zazise.
I love it so much. Now on social media, we love connecting with you throughout the entire course of the morning using the hashtag Expresso Show. And this morning we asked you, we said, good morning. Today is World Move for Health Day. Have you been enjoying it? The 6 to 9 a.m. walks or runs outside? Send us your pictures and we have received those pictures. Thank you so much. Starting off
with Carrie, Carrie came through, like people are just coming through and she's saying, been loving it. She's loving moving. She's loving getting outdoors. Another one came through from Gail Hansen saying, good morning, Expresso family. Such a beautiful morning in Durban, South Africa's playground. Enjoy the day, y'all, and be safe. Mama, you be safe and you enjoy your day, girl.
Please be safe. Mark Gavin says, having completed 28 Cape August cycle tours, back on the bike after lockdown, hashtag Expresso Morning Show. That's impressive. The Cape Town cycle tours have been going on for how many years now? And for him to have finished 28, big ups to you. Last but not least, Sibusisi Nkabinde says, morning family, I have been trying by all means to stay cautious and staying fit too. Early morning walk and jog does the trick. I hope that you are moving with us. Okay, a 1, a 2, a 3.
Wait, friend, Chomi, come. Zaziswe. And
beat drop, please.
Beat
somebody.
Drop. 1,
drop the
3,
beat. Drop the beat. Drop the beat. Drop the beat. Hey.
Hey. And shimmy. And shimmy. And 1. And rodeo.
Pride brings a touch of pride and the natural beauty of olive oil to your table. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back, all you beautiful people, right here to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on SABC3 Monday. Now, one thing I've been craving during lockdown is some good old fish and chips. Now, while some of our favorite shops are not operating during the lockdown, we're going to show you how you can make it from the comfort of your very own kitchen. Whether your preference is grilled, baked or fried, anything is possible with a touch of pride. Nicole, this morning, it's so funny. The weekend, actually, I was telling my mom, I am craving a good piece of fish, but like I am very picky with my fish because I like, you know, those like when you go to a place to actually buy it and not making it. So, you know, I'm going.
So you like the crispy batter over crumbs. You like a batter base.
And the chips must be that slap chips. So.
Okay, slap chips we're gonna have to do another day, but today I'm gonna show you how to make the fish.
Okay.
So you got flour in your bowl. Always season your flour, or you can season your fish. So I'm gonna put a little bit of flour in here, and some salt and pepper. Then we've got 1 egg. This will just help bind it. You don't always have to add egg if you are allergic to eggs. I know there are some people. You don't have to, but it just helps it stick a little bit better. Then we've got sparkling water. That is a trick to any good tempura batter.
Wait, what? Sparkling water? Why? Why sparkling water?
It just makes more bubbles. So as you're mixing here, let's put the water in here. You'll see, look at all those bubbles.
And you want that bubble?
Yes, because that adds to the crispiness. So the more bubbles your batter have, the extra crispy it's going to be.
I honestly didn't know that. So you learn something new every single day.
And also it helps if it's nice and ice cold. So you just got 200 mils in there to 2 cups. We're just going to mix that. You don't want it too thin because you want it to stick to your fish still. So just whisking that up. Then we've got some preheated olive pride oil in here. We've got the blend. Perfect for frying. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to stick in our fish. You can use any fish, just make sure you take out all the bones. Okay. Pop that into our batter like that.
I'm really a snook girl, but you know, you're using hake, I'm assuming?
Yes, I'm using hake here. You can use yellowtail, you can use king clip, you can use snook. But that is going to have a lot of
very bony.
Yeah.
But that's the point of snook, like you want to eat it with met die graat op, so that is the base part of it. Okay,
so you want the experience.
Yes.
The picking the bone.
Like near-death experience. You're like, oh, am I going to die today of a piece of snook? Well, who knows?
No.
It's good. Okay, so
cool.
that goes in for nice.
This is just going to go into the pan. Going to get nice and golden brown. And once that's going golden brown, we just got peas that we've just heated up with some boiling water.
Oh, we're going like old school here, some peas.
The peas is a very like British thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, but you know, we got to have greens somewhere, you know.
So,
aren't just efficient.
Got to make a good balance over there.
So we're just going to pop this into a blender. You can, of course, use a fork if you don't have a blender and just mush them up, or a masher. Some mint, peas and mint, best friends. Pop that in there. A little bit of lemon juice.
Ooh.
And then some salt and pepper again. And then we're just going to blend that up while your fish is going. You serve that with some chips of your choice. If you've got wedges, fries, you could do even mash and peas together even. You could mash them and you've got a good combination. So I'm just going to blitz this up.
I would actually then even just put a little of the olive oil in as well, so it gives it like nice texture as well for the peas.
That's a great idea. So just frying that up there, it's going to make a lot of noise.
That scares me. That scares me right there when it starts
screaming at you.
I'm like, no, stop it.
No, it's nothing to be afraid of. Just make sure your oil's not too hot. Okay. And when you do it, just don't use the tongs. Don't use something that's going to be too close to the oil. Just be careful while you do it.
I put it there, then I stand like, 1, 2, 3, and I put that the next thing, just to, you know.
You know, the worst thing I ever did as a kid was by dropping your fish or anything into the thing, because it splashes and it will hurt you. So don't be afraid of the oil. It's not going to spit at you right then and there. Unless you have too much water on your fish, just pat it dry and it won't spit at you. And that's it. Look how calm it is now. See?
It's fine. Over there. Keeping it social distancing.
Cool, and that's it, Jamie. So we're just going to wait till it's golden brown. And you serve it up for a nice lunch or dinner, whatever you have time for.
And roughly how long would you say that is going to sit now? Is it your preference as well, how gold you want it?
Well, the thing is, if you say how gold you want it and someone's pan is too hot, it's going to be gold in like 2 seconds.
And then still raw inside.
And still raw inside. So I would say about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on your fish size. If you're going to do big chunks, give it a little bit longer, so 5 to say 7 to 9 minutes. But this is perfect. So you don't want to overcook it, otherwise it's dry.
Living for this, absolutely love this. Some fish and chips, Nicole Snelling showing us how to get into that Monday inspiration. But maybe you have got some lockdown inspiration for us. We want to see it. Zodwa Mjoli tempted us with her delicious chocolate sponge cake made with clover fresh milk and drizzled with clover classic custard. It is looking amazing. It's as simple as that. Reply to the clover competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page by posting a pic of your recipe creation. Use the hashtag #LoveClover and tell us which clover product you use to create your dish. There will also be one winner every week until the 29th of May of the most creative recipe using a clover product. The winner will win a Clover Love pack hamper, and we will be making that winning recipe right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So get your pots ready and enter, and remember those T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Right now, we're going to head on over to this news headlines with Kat.
Olive Pride brings a touch of pride and the natural beauty of olive oil to your table. Made with love by Clover.
It's just gone 1 minute past 8 o'clock on this Monday morning, and here are your news headlines. On the national front, the South African Democratic Teachers Union yesterday said that the Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, will release a report today on whether schools are ready to reopen. The union held a meeting with the Minister on Saturday where she committed to engage with them on their concerns. Motshekga announced on the 30th of April that school management teams should report to schools today. However, SADTU General Secretary Mugwena Maluleke said that they advised their members not to report for duty today until their grievances had been attended to. In other news, the Department of Water and Sanitation says it has identified some 2,000 communities across the country in urgent need of water supply and access to sanitation. Minister of Water and Sanitation Lindiwe Sisulu says the department has so far delivered some 20,000 water tanks across the country since the start of the national lockdown. Sisulu says they are still in the process of de-densifying some communities, mainly in Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Western Cape and the Eastern Cape, to try to slow down the spread of the coronavirus. Taking a look at international news, more than 4 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 have been reported around the world as of yesterday, with the death toll surging towards 300,000. America remains the worst hit country with almost 1.5 million confirmed cases and 80,000 deaths. Russia has meanwhile become the site of the 5th most infections in the world, with some 210,000 confirmed cases. The country yesterday recorded more than 10,000 cases for the 7th day in a row. Now, Mitiga Airport in the Libyan capital of Tripoli yesterday sustained heavy damages a day after shelling hit fuel tanks and damaged passenger planes and departure halls. The Transport Ministry, blaming Eastern-based forces of Khalifa Haftar, said one of the damaged planes was preparing to fly to Spain to retrieve Libyans stranded in Europe by the coronavirus lockdown. Meanwhile, Turkey, who backs Libya's internationally recognized Government of National Accord, has said it would deem the forces of Libyan General Khalifa Haftar legitimate targets if their attacks on its interests and diplomatic missions in Libya persisted. And now, how the country's farmers go beyond their call of duty. It rained carrots, cauliflowers, onions, potatoes, butternuts and oranges in many poverty-stricken communities of the Western Cape on Saturday, as 3 agricultural organizations, Agri-SA, Agri-Western Cape and Last Drift Agri, joined forces to deliver food parcels to families in need. Residents of Ravensmead, Bonteheuwel, Bishop, Lavis, Atlantis and Parow watched with delight how a delivery truck from Last Drift Agri, which is based in Ceres, arrived with tons of fruit and vegetables. Christo van der Rede, Agri-SA Deputy Executive Director, was present and helped to unload the fresh produce. Now, he says South African farmers and farm workers not only ensure food security for all South Africans and neighboring countries, but they do go beyond the call of duty by donating tons of food to hunger-stricken communities. The initiative is currently being rolled out nationally by Agri-SA and its 90-plus provincial, commodity and corporate affiliates in the true spirit of Ubuntu. And now lastly, turning our gaze to the world of entertainment, the highly popular anthology series Black Mirror captivates audiences with its sharp and suspenseful stories that explore themes of contemporary techno-paranoia and is usually hinged on a sector of society falling apart. Now, after a successful 5th season released in June of 2019, viewers would be ordinarily expecting new episodes, but the creator, Charlie Brooker, feels that right now the world isn't ready for the typically dark storylines. In an interview with Radio Times, Brooker said, quote, "I don't know what stomach there would be for stories about societies falling apart, so I'm not working away on any of those. I'm sort of keen to revisit my comic skill set, so I've been writing scripts aimed at making myself laugh." And with that said, and Black Mirror in the back of your mind, would be very, very interested in watching what exactly Charlie Brooker finds funny. Well, those are your news headlines at 8 o'clock. Right now, here's a weather update with Kutle.
Thank you so much, Kat. We are 5 minutes into the final hour of the show. Let's have the final look at the weather this morning. But first, let's have a look at some beautiful sunrise pictures that our viewers have sent us. Expresso top fan Janine Darmans was up bright and early for a walk in Oudtshoorn in the Western Cape and captured this gorgeous sunshine picture. Oudtshoorn can expect plenty of sunshine today with a high of 28 degrees. Tattoo artist Brett Ferd started his day in a beautiful way with this breathtaking sunrise picture showing us a fiery morning sky opening up from the Zicht Estate in Cape Town. The mother city can expect mostly cloudy conditions today, reaching a maximum temperature of 22 degrees. Brett would like to send a shout out to all his fellow creatives during lockdown. Thank you so much to both Janine and Brett for sending in their sunrise pictures. We hope you have a fantastic start to your week. Now, the South African Weather Service has said most of the country can expect warm conditions today, but it will be cool along the west coast. We're going to start off at Polokwane with a low of 8 degrees, reaching a high of 24. Mostly sunny for Mbombela at a maximum temperature of 28 and a minimum of 11. Hazy sunshine for Pretoria at 10 as the minimum, reaching a maximum of 25. Johannesburg, 8:23. Mahikeng, it's a sunny day with a maximum of 25 and a low of 6 degrees. Sunshine for Klerksdorp at 25 degrees as the maximum and the minimum is 6 degrees. A sunny day also in Kimberley at a peak of 25 today with a low of 7 degrees. The coolest start to the day for Bloemfontein at an all-time low of 2 degrees, reaching a high of 24. Highest temperature in the country for Richards Bay, you can expect 31 as the maximum temperature for the day and a low of 12 degrees. Plenty of sunshine for Pietermaritzburg at a low of 9 degrees, reaching a high of 29. Durban, 18:29. Down to the Eastern Cape, Mthatha with a low of 6 degrees, reaching a high of 28. A gentle southwesterly breeze of 13 kilometers an hour for East London, Mmonti with a maximum of 27 and a minimum of 16. Cradock, 5:28. Port Elizabeth, 14:22. A light southwesterly breeze of 9 kilometers an hour for George at a low of 13, reaching a high of 21. Mostly sunny and breezy for Sutherland at a minimum of 7 degrees, reaching a maximum of 22. Cape Town, the mother city, 15:22. Plenty of sunshine for Worcester at a maximum of 28 and a minimum of 11. Uppington, 12:28 are your degrees for today. Now, being on lockdown does not mean we can't get to see this beautiful country we live in. So please send us a picture or a video of your hometown and we could show it live on the show. Make sure to include a picture of yourself and why you love your town so much. Also use the hashtag Expresso Show. Right now, it's time for Uncle Tabsy to catch up with Tapelo Mokoena on his new career venture. Keep it locked.
You're still with your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for choosing to start your morning off with us. In fact, your day off with us on the right side of lockdown. Now, this next conversation is really about to inspire you and take your entire mindset to a whole new level. Award-winning actor, producer and director Tapelo Mokoena is taking his passion for mentorship and sharing to greater heights with the launch of a YouTube channel. Now, the Artist Corner aimed at existing and inspiring as well as aspiring actors and actresses is such an incredible platform. And if this is not enough, he recently broke into the international scene, lending a role in a UK police drama. Tapelo Mokoena, so good to have you back on Expresso.
Yeah, in the new normal day. So good to be here, bro.
Ah, man, it's so good to have you. Thapelo, firstly, I mean, let's talk about the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown that's come as a result of it. It's still very evident around the world, everywhere you turn. And now with the national lockdown still happening, how has this impacted your personal life, as well as your family? How did this change your everyday habits, for example, in your way of living?
Man, like, you know, we went to sleep and then we woke up and we were all in a movie and we were all like supporting cause to this horror movie called COVID-19, and life literally changed immediately, you know. A lot of things, you know, I'm part-time teaching now, you know, it's a thing, you know, to have a bit of teacher in you as a parent, a bit of teacher-like discipline. It's the toughest exercise, but it's got to be done. You know, my restaurant in Cape Town, which you know about, is closed for now. It's a really weird time for business. At the same time, you know, there's a lot of good within that. So it's a roller coaster.
But of course, before lockdown, you landed a role in a UK police drama. How did this happen, and what was that experience like?
That was just pure magic, you know. The day I was launching my restaurant and opening it in Cape Town last year, I got a call to meet an international director who had landed in Cape Town that morning. And I happened to be in the same city, and he was trying to meet me and see me for a role. And they want to shoot Bulletproof in Cape Town, South Africa, and they want me to play the lead role of the South African character. You know, we thank the Lord that the madness with COVID-19 sort of picked up a bit later in the process, because we were just finished filming when this whole thing started. You know, 2 weeks prior, we just wrapped everything in Cape Town, and I'd just come home.
And I suppose, as they say in that space, it's in the can. And luckily, it was in the can, baby. In the can. By the time the lockdown happened. Thapelo, you know, what impact has the lockdown had on actors and filmmakers, seeing as there is a large amount of restrictions? So theaters are closed, no filming with masses of people. What would you say is the way forward for the film industry and for actors, especially as someone who practices a lot in this space quite broadly?
The fourth industrial revolution, the digital era that we've been slowly warming up to, is here in its fullest impact yet. This was a long time coming for broadcast, for television, for cinema consumption. It's just about the how. Obviously, it's affecting the actor. Obviously, it's affecting the crew members, the cinematographers. There's less jobs to go around because there's less crew needed. Some productions are going back to filming in a very small scale way. It's changing a lot of things. You know, it does mean that, you know, we as actors have to wait and see what the next season is for performance and when we go back, because it seems like we're going to go back to work fully down level 2 side, you know. So it is a complicated time. You know, I've got a film project that I was supposed to be on at this time, a movie project that's pushed forward. I've got another international series that I've just picked up, that's pushed forward. And so it just makes earning potential literally non-existent. So where are we at as artists? How do we use the little money that we make when we do make it to back ourselves up? These are the questions that arise.
I think it's fantastic what you're doing, Thapelo. It's really about stretching ourselves and challenging ourselves to be as dynamic as we all claim to be, and still being able to make sure that our value is enjoyed by the people and the audiences that we serve. But here's some interesting and exciting news, is that you have recently launched a new digital platform to guide and teach those who seek professional help in acting. And I think it's fantastic. It's called The Artist Corner. It's a brand new YouTube channel that'll expose your experiences and insights as an actor, of course, as a producer as well. Where did this idea come from, and how can people be a part of it?
It came from 2017 when I did my first talk, which was called Book Your First Gig, where I, packed out a venue in Sandton, and people from all over the country came to listen to the likes of Terry Petu, Warren Masimula, DJ Spoo, some agents in the room, SK Kozal, amongst many, purely talking about booking your first gig. All of us know something about this. Getting your first gig that broke you into the industry. What is that process that leads you up to that? That's what we explored. So that's when it began. 3 months ago, slightly before lockdown, I started putting together the show. Both my online shows, especially the Artist Corner, I started putting together the content in my garage. I built a home studio, so I've just been clicking record and banking episodes. And the intention, honestly, is everything I'm seeing with my two eyes as I navigate the world, as I navigate these different productions and territories, is honestly stuff that I wish the average artist could see, could hear, could understand, could fathom, so they can then navigate better.
This is really such an exciting platform, Thapelo, and I take my hat off to you for doing that. I think during this time, a lot of people are stepping back and trying to reimagine what their lives are looking like and trying to tap into those dreams that they've left unattended for the longest time. The attention is full on, and so you want to make sure that you capture that. And anyone who is wise will spend this time looking at those untapped spaces and areas of their lives. And being able to have a platform like yours really speaks to that and answers to that space and that need. Thank you so much for doing that. But also, Thapelo Mokoena, man, thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Well done on all of your accomplishments. You are fantastic, man.
Oh, dude, thank you. We try. We got to wake up and be positive, and make sure we add value to everything we do and touch. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
This is a good man, Thapelo Mokoena. His progressive insights and his absolutely enthusiastic attitude is something we simply do find amazing. And of course, we do look forward to his next venture as he navigates the space of media, film and television, and making sure that he inspires all of us at the same time. Thank you so much for joining us here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Now, an impassioned anthem of hope and renewal, stirring a new call to action. Ashes is the powerful new single by US singer-songwriter Will Gittins in association with global movement Awake. Now, a collective fusion of pop and R&B, the single is one of 4 original tracks to be featured on a brand new EP called Awakening, which is available worldwide. And joining us via video call right now to share more about this incredible project is Will himself and managing director of Awake, Ishan Takrar. Guys, thank you very much for taking the time to join us on this call.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Ishan, let me start off with you first, and let's talk about Awake. It's a global movement for young people who are focused on making the world a better place. Tell me a bit more about what this movement is exactly and how it's hoping to bring about these changes.
Sure, so we're a movement of young people from around the world, and we've set up base in Johannesburg, and our goal is to create dialogue around key issues that affect our planet. And we want to do that through content such as the music you're going to hear today, and through short films, documentaries, series, maybe even feature films in the long term. And we want to create this content about issues that affects our world and on the back of that, motivate young people to get involved in action and hopefully work towards a better planet.
Yeah. What are some of the key issues that you are addressing through the Awake movement?
I feel like this EP Awakening is a nice representation of what Awake stands for, because all 4 songs touch on our key content areas. So Mother Earth talks about our planet. Be Love talks about kind of consciousness and how we can like be there for one another. Ashes is about creating a new world. And Dollar is about the monetary system and how money affects us as people. So I feel like by checking out the 4 songs, you'll know exactly what Awake stands for as a movement.
Well, let's talk to the man behind the music. Will, you literally released this new single, Ashes, that's also to be heard on your EP called Awakening, and you've worked in the song as a collaboration with the Awake movement. So what led to this partnership between you as an artist and Awake, and what was it like working together?
It just started off as some simple conversation that led into him seeing the kind of music that I have out, and then him knowing that I was the perfect fit for being the first artist to be introduced to the whole Awake movement.
When you're writing a song and music that is addressing serious issues that concern people all across the world, I mean, as a musician, there must be a huge challenge in front of you in terms of the lyrical content that you put together in order to address these issues in the right kind of impactful manner. So tell me about the significance of the lyrics and the words that you use to describe your emotions in this song and how it all came about.
Part of the reason that we were so excited initially is just because we've been kind of yearning for that opportunity to have conscious lyrics be used in songs. My brother and I, we were waiting for an opportunity to say what we really wanted to say in some songs, and say something that was gonna actually make a huge impact on the world, rather than just singing some songs that's not really saying anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Ishan, back to you. What's the impact been like and the reaction been like from people who've heard the music and seen the music video?
Yep, so I've been listening to the music now for about a year, because when we all came to Johannesburg, it was July last year. And we've been playing it to people here and there even before it released. And I think we always knew that this was a great body of work. And this has the potential to really impact people if they get to hear it. So we're excited that it's out now.
Yeah.
We're getting great feedback on the video, on the music, on every element of the project. So yeah, we're just excited for more people to hear it.
Excellent. And what about future plans for the Awake movement? And I'm sure there are lots of young creatives who might spot this interview, whether now or later on online, young creatives who want to get involved, whether from a music point of view or from any aspect of your organization. How do they get in touch? What are the future plans you have to expand the impact of Awake?
For sure. So currently we've already got over 100 videos that we've made. We're constantly building that bank of content. And we're always looking for young creators to get involved. So you can check out our website, www.awake.org, and contact us on there. And yeah, we're always looking to make new stuff. And please reach out if you have anything.
Excellent stuff. And Will, what about you? I mean, where can people get their hands and their ears on your latest releases?
Well, like you said, the Awake project was released a couple of days ago. You could find the 4-track EP on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Google Play, anywhere in the world that you stream music, you'll be able to get this project and really hear that. So, but anything else outside of that, anything Will gets into, you'll be able to find me. Google me. I'm just kidding.
Well, thanks a lot, gents. Really appreciate it, Will and Ishan. Thank you for your time to speak to us today. We really do appreciate that very much. And you're doing an amazing job in getting a really important message across in your collaboration as well. And as you heard, you can also get involved. You can check out awake.org if you are a creative and you'd like to contribute to this global movement of young people. And also check out Will Gittins all over the web. You can Google him, like he said. They are definitely playing a part in making a difference in this world, and we thank them very much for that.
How amazing to be able to connect with this artist this morning. Now, Ashes is the lead song of the project with a core message of let's make a change. It is about creating a new world and making it as good as we can for one another, about how a new world comes out of the ashes, which is where we're going to have to start after the pandemic.
Now, this music video for the single has also been released and has ignited an emotional reaction for change. It's a powerful message which is matched with short, impactful visuals of complex issues happening in the world around us. So let's take a look.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show right here on SABC3 Expresso. Thank you so much for choosing to start off your day and your morning with us right here.
And the COVID-19 conversation continues here. I think when it comes to our vulnerable elderly community, companionship, routine and social interaction, those are very, very important for mental health. We know that. But during this pandemic, so is social distancing, which makes it really, really tough. Now, the guys at Bulungula Lodge in the Eastern Cape are our lockdown legends this morning for finding a way to create the perfect self-isolation spot for the elderly in their community. Take a look at this.
The Bulungula Lodge was founded in 2004. It's in a very remote part of the Eastern Cape on a beautiful beach deep in a traditional Bombana community area. It started as a joint project between myself and the local community as a way to create employment. So when the COVID-19 epidemic started, this was a huge concern for everyone around the world. And for us in our very deep rural location, we had to think about it in a different way. The reality here is that almost every homestead is multi-generational, so you'll have grandparents and grandchildren and parents all living together. The most vulnerable group are elderly people, specifically those with comorbidities like diabetes or hypertension, which is fairly common here. At our local hospital 20 kilometers away, they got one of the first COVID-19 cases in the Eastern Cape. And so our great fear was that the elders of our community would be unable to stop this virus. So we began pretty early with education and making people aware. We made little videos, just simple guidelines. Bulungula Lodge got involved with setting up an isolation space when we realized how serious this virus was going to be and the challenges with social distancing in a community context. We felt that we had to offer our elderly an opportunity to isolate themselves safely. And You know, obviously the tourism industry has been decimated by this virus, and so the community lodge was totally empty. So I met with the leadership of the lodge and the staff and said, look, how about we designate that as an isolation facility where vulnerable elderly could go prior to the virus reaching our area. Our primary focus has been on how to keep the elderly safe and separate. We had to put a fence up to avoid, you know, people wandering in and out with the virus. We also got our local radio station that we broadcast, so that's always sending messages out to the elders from everyone. Can send in voice notes that get played over the sound system, you know, encouraging them. A lot of the reports we get from the local WhatsApp groups is how much healthier and happier everyone's looking. Obviously, we're making sure the diet's really good and healthy. Generally, it's quite a festive mood there. You've got a whole generation of people, you know, in their 70s, 80s. They're scattered over the 4 villages where we live. A lot of people had lost touch with each other, so it's really cool to have everyone come together.
Andicinge ekhaya ngoba into endisabayo ndoyika ukudibana naba bantwana bamane bephuma bona bayohlala phandle baphinde bazongena kum mna ndisithi ndizigcinile. Yiyo le nto ibanga uba mandizohlala apha kuba ndihleli kakuhle
kungenxa yoba ilonje isecaleni and then ikhuselekile ngoba sibiyelwa apha ukho mntu usuka ngaphandle eze apha kuthi.
Ndiyakuthanda kakhulu.
Inkosi kakhulu.
What a wonderful initiative.
Warms my heart.
Truly warms my heart. And as you can see that the mothers themselves, are out there enjoying themselves. They know that they are well taken care of, that they are fed and they are protected from everything that's happening outside. I absolutely love that. Kudos to all of you guys from Mulungulu Lodge in the Eastern Cape. Now, whether it's a member of your community or just a stranger story you've come across that's inspired you, nominate them and you could both win a 1,000 Rand game voucher. It's that simple. To enter, all you have to do is tell us who your lockdown legend is and why, and hashtag #GotGame and tag in game stores, and you could win. You could win. Now, T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and the competition runs until the 15th of May 2020.
Yes, you really could win. And we're taking it to another level. You can now buy groceries, pet food, cleaning items, hand sanitizer, baby products, stationery, DIY and gardening tools, as well as small appliances such as kettles, toasters and the works, all at Game. Also, just in time for the winter, the list has now included heaters. So if you find any essential products at any cheaper prices elsewhere, show them online or in store and they'll beat that price by 10% on the difference under their price beat promise.
Oh, and remember that they are open Monday to Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday, Sunday and public holidays from 9 to 3. Now, what are you waiting for? Please make sure to enter your hashtag #GotGameLegend.
Show us how you got game, but also show us how you are getting active during this lockdown period. Today is Move for Health Day, and we posted this onto our social media to show us what are you doing between the 6 to 9. Have you been enjoying walks, runs? Send us through your pictures, and people have been coming through. One of them being Llewellyn saying, I'm currently jogging from home to get to public transport to get to work. It's like the boost for the day. Starting off your day off correctly, Llewellyn. I love it. Another one came through from Subanelo Nelo Hodongwana saying 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. training time slot has given us hope that slowly but surely it's going to be all right. And yes, it is going to be all right. We are all in this together. And then last but not least, Clement says, I have just set up in my garage. I think I'm ready to work out hard. I agree, Clement, you are ready. And maybe you even need some inspiration. Then don't worry. Ryle and Kat is here to show you just how to work out hard.
We are so ready to move. We are. So ready. But not before we've read some of your comments that have come through on social media regarding our earlier display of choreographed masterpieces. Let's see what you have to say. Josephine Pixton says, dirty dancing, rock on. That's like, that's which part do you think she was laughing at there?
I think the whole thing, Kat, just from start to finish.
Phoebe said this. Phoebe Cross, morning, I just love you guys. Keep it up, and I will do. Probably saying I shall move along as well. Get in your money work. Net verdwyn nie. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Phoebe. Ek beloof ek sal volgende keer net sê as iets gebeur. And Siphelele Hema Mbata says, morning, my Expresso people, and thanks for making my Monday epic. Keep up the good work. Hey, we love it. You love it. We're loving it.
Yes, there was at least some happiness and success in this morning session. And if you guys missed it, it was such a fun one. We're continuing with our fitness segment this morning where we're still keeping it moving for Global Move for Health Day. And now that is an annual global initiative to promote physical activity sponsored by the World Health Organization. And if you're looking to shake up your fitness routine today, then join us for this fun dance workout that can be done from the comfort of your room. No equipment needed whatsoever, just your beautiful souls. And if you missed us early in the session, we were having a good laugh here. I'm the instructor here for these fitness segments. I'm supposed to be instructing on how to dance, but I think I was the one actually learning from Kat. So that was quite a laugh. But today, well, the second session is going to be a little bit more interesting, Kat.
More interesting than the first?
Way more.
Cannot wait.
Look, we did a lot of upper body movements earlier on, so we got the upper body nice and limber, nice and loose, nice and involved. And now we're going to move down.
Taking it down
to... You know, Chinatown. Couldn't come with any better. So we're moving downstairs now. We're going to get the limbs going. We get the legs, the quads, the calves, our flexibility and mobility.
The gluteus maximus, brother, man.
Indeed it is. All right. So we're sticking with a 4 count. I know we didn't get it so right earlier. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And everybody else at home, you guys can stay with us and keep those beats. All right. So the first movement, very simple. It's going to be just activating the hips, the entire pelvic girdle, and getting mobility. So it's just some hip flossing or some thrust. So we're going for
flossing.
Yeah. So we're going for 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward 1, left 2, 3, 4. So we're going clockwise.
Floss it.
Yeah.
Floss it.
Clockwise.
Floss it.
Now anti-clockwise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Floss it.
All right.
Floss it.
How's that feel?
Floss it. This is good, man.
Easy stuff.
Floss
Easy
it.
stuff.
Floss
Yeah.
it.
Floss
it. Yes. Floss it. That's it.
Right, step 1,
hip floss,
super simple.
Okay.
We're opening up the hips, the pelvic girdle. Of course, you guys that are sitting down at home whole day, this is going to be a brilliant one just to get you nice and limber, all right? Now we're going to take that hip and kind of open it up with some rotations, but we're not doing standard exercises.
Okay.
We're putting the swag in, of course, right? Okay. So this is a really fun one where you're going to actually do a step into your slide. So the first movement is obviously just opening up the hip, right? So we've got the calf, the ankle, and everything else is flexing out, right? But to get into that movement, we're going to step into it. So my left foot's over here. I'm going to pull it across and go step through. All right. Yeah. And then that inside leg out for 2. 1, 2. All right. Then we step over to the other side. Yeah. Nice. And then other side. 1, 2. Yeah. I like your moves, man. Step over. 1, 2. Stepping over again. And 1, 2. I love it.
Right. I feel a little bit of, it's a little grease lightning, isn't it? It's a little greasy.
A little cha-cha slide coming up for you now. So the third move, okay, so what we're going to be doing is you go for a simple slide to the right, and then we go, just a little bounce, slide to the left, chop, chop. Another one, let's try it again, slide to the right, chop, chop, slide to the left, chop, chop. All right, how was that?
Cool.
Not too bad. And then the last one is very simple. It's a double hop. It's working on the gluteus maximus, of course, and the quads. And you're literally going, if this is your center, you go outside to the right and inside, outside to the left and inside.
Okay.
Right, so it's very simple. You'll hear the beat. Great, so we're going, but then you wiggle it out.
Okay, and then,
then you wiggle it out. Easy. Right? Inside. And you wiggle it out. Outside. Inside. Wiggle it out, all right? How's it feel, Kat? You got this?
I know, you got me now.
And he's full in his flow. So what we're going to do, we've got 1 more minute just to crack this movement, all right? And of course, after the show, we'll be taking you through the entire session. But let's see how well you guys have been listening at home, all right? So, Kat,
what's the count?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's concentrating very hard there.
2, 3, 4. Pelvic girdle. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Get it.
1.
Get it. Get it.
Slide now. Oh, it's a step over, sorry. Step over, Let's try it again, Step over.
Step over.
Yeah.
With the clap.
Step over. What's that next move?
And slide. With the slide.
And slide. And slide.
What's the last one?
Double jump, outside. So we go outside, inside, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Outside, inside, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Outside, inside, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Outside, inside.
Hey, Malume, it's a Monday. Malume, it's a Monday.
Guys, that was an incredible session. I'm feeling the sweat here.
It's a wiggle, wiggle,
Look
wiggle,
at the
wiggle.
man go.
Hey.
You guys at home, make sure you're joining us. This was such a fun session. And hopefully we will see you later after the show. So join us on Facebook Live for one banger of a dance session. I'll see you there.
That's moving for hell. Moving for hell.
Yeah.
Hey, Malume, it's a Monday.
Find your smooth fortune with Tropica. Buy a Tropica, follow the entry details on the pack, and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in prizes, such as a trip for two with KLM to Amsterdam, LG G8X cell phones, LG TVs and dishwashers, guest vouchers, guest watches and accessories, plus the smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win. Tropica, nothing smoother.
So I'm chatting to Umalume Musa here. He's owned a small clothing factory for years now, and he's always inspired me with his success. But like a lot of businesses, this lockdown's hit him hard. So he spoke to his banker, and they've put together a tailor-made relief solution for him to help his business and his people get through this. Making your bank your business partner, that's a habit worth keeping.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
The coronavirus coronavirus outbreak has been the cause of a massive economic downturn, thousands of jobs lost, pay cuts, and companies unfortunately having to close their doors for good. With many South Africans currently going through difficult financial times, it's important we know just how to manage our finances to stay afloat. We speak to financial expert Iona Minton on how we can manage our debts and personal finances during these tough times. Good morning, Iona. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning.
You know, times are so tough at the moment, especially financially for absolutely everyone. But what are some of the greatest financial fears people are feeling at this time?
Well, I think that these are very unusual times, and the main ones are fear of job loss, which is huge. Also fear of hospital in terms of their bills if you haven't got a proper medical aid. And also a lot of people are now having to dig into their savings just to survive. So I think those are the main ones, but I think job loss is probably the most critical at the moment.
What should we then be doing to help, curb debt as a family or even as a household at this time?
Well, this pandemic has been a real leveler, and I think it's really focused people in on what they need and what they don't need. I think it's happened by default that the families had to come together. They can't go shopping at shopping malls anymore. They can't just sort of gratuitously spend. We were just used to going and browsing and buying things. We can't do that anymore. So I think it's made people reel in their material needs and really look at what they want. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say, I didn't realize how many clothes I've got and I don't need these clothes anymore, So I think it's been a natural thing, and in some respects it's a wake-up call, because I've been saying for years, honestly, since I've been in this profession, telling people, save for a rainy day, save for a rainy day, you never know what's going to happen. Put 6 months' money into a savings account. Now we don't just have a rainy day, we have a thunderstorm. So I think people getting out of this will change their behavior substantially, because they will have really experienced what it's like to have to pull in the reins.
Speaking about that saving for a rainy day, how do you feel like, is it important to speak to, your bank and creditors and asking for assistance and even make a plan to get through these difficult times? Is this even an option?
Yeah, look, the banks have got to be more lenient in these times. I mean, I know that, like in the UK, for example, they're offering SMEs loans for a year with no interest and amortized over 6 years. They're going to have to do something like that in South Africa. The worst thing you can do if you can't pay your bills is not to speak to the bank. The banks can restructure your debt. The downside, of course, is that it's not for free. So if you, for example, have a loan that you need to pay over 3 years and you extend it to 5, you will pay more interest at the end of the day. So it's not the best solution, but it's a reasonable short-term solution.
And with taking out a loan, what do you think is some of the things we should be aware of if we are going to go that route?
Well, you should really stick to a traditional bank, one of the big 5 or 6, and to definitely stay away from micro lenders, because the interest rates are like crippling. And then take the money for the shortest possible period. And if you can, don't use it all. Like, be very sparing. It must be an absolute path of last resort, because you're already down. I mean, you're not earning an income. So to have debt on top of that's not good. So just be very frugal and use as little as possible.
And if people maybe wanted to go a different approach and maybe seek relief from the government, how would you then maybe advise they can go about this?
Okay, so the research that I've done is that, like, the first go-to place for an employed person would be the UIF fund. We've been paying into it for many years. But also I have noticed or read that it's not the easiest route to go. And if you look at the advice that the government's giving, they're saying don't go as an individual, they will only deal with your company. So you need to speak to your employer to help you get a UIF, because I think trying to get it on your own will be a really difficult mission. So yeah, just go through your employer. That's the most important.
Iona Minton, thank you so much for giving us your words of wisdom this morning and how we can plan for this financial year and making sure that we all stay positive during this time. So thank you so much.
Pleasure.
During these uncertain times, it's important that we do the best we can to remain positive and calm. Now, Comet is a natural calmative that can assist in anxiety and tension through these difficult times.
Calmeds, a calmative of natural plant origin for nervous tension and anxiety, for both adults and children over 12 years of age.
All right, so earlier on in the kitchen, we showed you how to make a comforting chicken pot pie. And if you're looking for something with a little bit more kick to it, then Clem's easy to wok crispy pork noodle bowl has got you covered. And I'm very excited because the display and the presentation looks absolutely amazing, Chef.
Thank you, especially now you can't be ordering your sweet, sticky pork.
Yeah.
So I want to teach you how to make it at home.
You can, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we need to make this wonderful recipe?
Okay, it kicks. It kicks.
It kicks because?
I know that you spoke about like your tolerance to heat,
yeah.
but I promise you, once you fry that pork, it kind of like mellows out.
Okay, yes. Trust the heat,
right.
It'll do its thing.
Trust it. So we've got some corn flour. Whenever you make a batter and you add corn flour to it, it gives you that crisp, that crunch.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to combine corn flour, normal cake flour.
1 to 1?
I would say yes. I like the ratio's fine. If you prefer more crunchy texture, maybe do 2 parts corn flour, 1 part normal flour.
Okay.
Right. Then that kick. Cayenne pepper. It's about 2 tablespoons.
That looks a lot.
So we'll go like that much.
A lot of hot.
What's that?
What?
Oh no, so something caught my eye. Something caught my eye then. Cool. No. So then all you do is you give it a good mix. I add a little bit of salt to that rice flour, to the corn flour a little earlier.
Yes.
So it's seasoning in there. Talking about rice flour. If you also want to get that nice crunch, rice flour does that trick.
Okay,
you can
good.
get that in Woolies, get that on the shelf as well. Give it a good mix. Then I need my soda water. Soda water gives you that also like the reaction with the bubbles in the soda water and get it nice and cold. When it hits that oil, gives you that.
Okay, so immediate kind of crunch.
That immediate crunch. So give it a good mix. You're looking for a thick pancake-like consistency.
Look, if you don't have soda water, would regular water also work?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. And just try and get that water as chilled as possible.
Yes.
That's the thing.
That's important.
So, how amazing is this deal? You get your veggies for your stir fry.
Okay.
You get your sauce for it, and you get your noodles.
All three difference.
$55.
Whoa.
55.
Okay.
So I've shown...
That's very good value.
It's amazing. I've shown our viewers how to use it before. So what I'm going to do now is to show them a different way of how to put it together. So we've got our beautiful batter. It comes together so easily.
Yes.
No need to like get machinery out. Just whip, get it together. Then put it on the side. I'm going to get our pork out. Pork also, check it out on shelf right now.
Yes.
These pork chops are so amazing because they cook so quickly. And what I like about this recipe is you're not going to overcook it. You're going to fry it and toss it in the glaze. The worst thing is overcooked pork.
Oh, yeah, then it's dry.
It's dry.
It's just so hard to chew.
It's
you want it beautifully moist, but also a dangerous thing to not cook through all the way. So you've got to make sure you get the right cooking time. So it's cooked through, but it's nice and moist.
Absolutely. Funny thing is, people are still kind of skeptical about this, but it's been proven. Pork with a tiny touch of little pink in the center with this pork chop, because it continues cooking after you take it out of the heat.
Yes.
That little bit of tiny pink is fine because it'll continue cooking through.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You can be all scientific and get like a meat thermometer, but kind of just like eye it like that.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Well,
this I love. I normally dip. This is the bone part of it.
Yes.
I normally dip this in the batter and fry that, and then don't waste this.
Your tester.
Yeah, don't waste that.
Every pot needs a tester.
Absolutely. Nice and chunky. Don't want to make it too small.
That looks so good.
But try and get them like equally sized. Because remember, it's going to deep fry and it's going to come out the same time. You don't want to have one piece that's overcooked, one's undercooked. Try and get
Plus, when you're dishing up for people, you don't want people looking at each other's bowls and going like,
Exactly. So then all you're going to do now is get your tongs. You must always test there before. Just make sure, because that's the thing. You never just hoy.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of an instinct.
So the pork goes in.
And all you're going to do now, make sure your oil's at a nice temperature.
What's a nice temperature?
There we go. Next question. 180. How do you test that? If you have a little thermometer, perfectly fine. What I like to do is...
You put your finger in. The moment you go, it's 180. No, don't.
The level of how...
Just kidding.
How high you scream depends on... So what I'm going to do is I'll take a little bit of the batter that was on here. Just dip it in there.
Oh, from the whisk. Okay, good.
Yeah, you get that little sizzle, and if you get that sizzle...
It's good.
You're good.
You're good. Okay.
People sometimes say take a little bit of water and drop it in there.
Oh, no.
Don't do that.
Not. Oil and water don't mix.
They don't mix.
In a hot pan.
They don't mix. Okay, cool. So now you got that little porky battered goodness going on there.
Now. And be careful not to drop it from a 2-meter height.
Yeah, guys.
Splash everywhere.
Gently lay it down.
There we go.
Like
Look at that.
You put your baby to sleep gently. gently.
Look at
I'm not there yet. I'm assuming.
I know all about that. Okay, so I see you don't fully allow it to just kind of like drip off. You take it as is. And
yeah, you want some of that extra batter because that extra batter is going to create a little crunch and then add some texture to it, which is what you want. Cool, so pork's doing its thing. I'm going to pop this to the side right now. Then, hot wok.
Yes.
Hot wok, okay?
Very hot wok.
I preheat my wok like I preheat an oven. So I put my wok on, nice high heat, 3 minutes. You're going to first see some steam coming off, and then the steam's going to disappear.
Literally, as I'm looking at the air just above it, the airspace just above it, you can see the heat coming off as the air molecules dance around.
So the reason for that is everything's going to happen right now, and it's going to happen very fast. Okay. So I'm going to open my noodles first. And we're going to flash fry these noodles.
Okay,
so open all your packaging. You're not going to have time to still be like running for packaging and opening things.
Be sure you're ready. This is about to be explosive.
Okay. So a little bit of oil going in. That's hot. You can see that's hot.
Yeah, there it goes.
We're going to get our noodles smoky in.
There goes the noodles.
Just like
Work
that.
quickly.
I want to kind of do it.
Yeah, do it.
But it's not that
necessary. Okay.
Noodles are cooking. Get a bit of that.
Oh, hello. Got a bit of a flambé thing going there.
Don't throw the noodles on the. But yes, get a bit of that, like maybe a little smokiness in there. Okay. It happened once. Okay. The thing is, when you fry noodles like that, they actually do get smoky.
Okay, and that's what
you can imagine, like with that smoke, it's actually coming off it. It's going to be delicious. So
the flavor will be a bit smoky as well. Cool. Lovely flash fried noodles.
Now we're going to go in with the veggies. You can do it all together if you want. I kind of like the idea of like frying it separately, because then you can kind of like create different layers with chopsticks, pick up some noodles, some veggies, some of that pork.
There we go.
Turn the pork around. Who said men can't multitask? I'm doing this.
Are we calling this multitasking already?
Yeah, okay, cool. Pork's turned around, and I can feel with the tongs, I can feel that crispiness that's on there.
Yes.
And because we kept some of that batter on, look at that.
Look at that, that's what you want.
That attitude on your crispy pork, okay? You don't want no smooth pork. We want it to be like attitude-y.
A little chink to it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, now.
Oil's back on, and very important, when you add more oil to it, give it a chance to reheat again.
Okay.
Yeah, very important.
Good.
Going into some veggies.
Go. Veggies, go.
Just like that.
Not all of them?
No. I'm gonna do. Never overcrowd your wok because you're gonna reduce the temperature. You're not gonna get that sizzle that you want.
Okay.
So do it in batches.
Don't overcrowd the wok. Remember, water and oil don't mix. That looks good. Toss it. There we go. Look at that.
That's done.
By this
add
time,
your pork, drizzle over your wok sauce. It's getting crazy. I'm gonna take some of this pork.
That's already been done.
Crispy pork.
What about the sauce?
Wok sauce. You can glaze it. I'm just gonna drizzle right now.
Easy to wok.
Easy to wok.
Walk it all over there. Now walk it out. Walk it out.
We're done.
That looks amazing.
That felt like a cooking challenge right now.
That was exciting. That was exhilarating kind of cooking, man. I like that. I like that.
Times two, it's done.
I mean, look at that. Lay that out in front of the family tonight, and you're doing very, very well. In fact, if you'd like to do that, visit our website, expressoshow.com, for the recipe.
Welcome back. Just in time for us to wrap it up. Now, we told you earlier on today is World Move for Health Day, which emphasizes the importance of fitness and a healthy lifestyle. Now, it may be difficult to get the motivation that you need during lockdown to work on your health and your fitness, but that's why we're looking to one of the most successful female soccer players, Mia Hamm, to give you the inspiration that you need to continue on your fitness journey. Of course, at the age of 15, she was the youngest soccer player to play for the U.S. national team, and throughout her 17-year-long career, she won the Women's World Cup in 1991 and in 1999 and took Olympic gold medals in 96 and 2004. This is what she had to say.
There are always new, grander challenges to confront, and a true winner will embrace each one. Now, the journey to reaching your fitness goal will test you, but perseverance is the key to staying on track. One more time, there are always new, grander challenges to confront, and a true winner will embrace each one. Now, if you are on your fitness journey, make sure you head over to our Facebook page after the show for our live stream, because Raul has some more home workout inspiration to keep you motivated on World Move for Health Day.
We're all joining in. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Expresso Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.